Good morning and welcome to loriestampingplace.blogspot.com, and today I'm going to show you how to make the mini desktop caddy. So let's look and see how we're going to do this. I'm going to try to get this so I can have my lighting just right. Let's see how I want to do this so that you can have a good view here. I think my paper trimmer is too tall. Alright, so what I'm going to do is show you how I made this mini paper or desktop caddy to hold your glue and your tape and your dimensionals and all those kinds of things. You can see there's the sides and the back. And yeah, these would make great gifts. So I'm thinking about doing that for some of my gals that meet in my stamping class. Okay, so I'm also going to be using this Simply Marvelous paper. It's beautiful, and I thought I'd go with these lavender colors. So this is one side, and this is the other side, and I really like that side. So that's the one piece I pulled out of there that I'm going to use. And then I have some really thick cardstock here. And so for the main box, we need an 8 1/4 by 6 1/2. And on the short side, we're going to score it at 1. So you'd put it in here to the 1, and then just make sure you don't have the cutter, you have the trimmer, or you have the scoring tool. So we're going to score it at 1 and at 5 1/2. And I'll have all these dimensions down at the bottom in the description box. So we scored it at 1 inch, and we scored it at 5 1/2. And then on the long side, we're going to score it at 4 1/4. So we'd put it at 4 1/4, and we'd score, I've already done this, and at 5 1/4. And we'll score it again. Okay, so that's our first piece. And then what we're going to do is take our bone folder, and we're going to fold all these on these score lines, fold them up and get a good crease on them. And then we're going to fold it this way at the 4 1/4 and then at the 5 1/4. Okay, so then we'll have all these like this. Now I will put my camera here because I don't have my paper cutter. Okay, and then we're going to take and we're going to cut down the center. This will make a tab here for when we make the box. And then I'm going to also miter in this corner here and miter in on this one. Okay, pull those little pieces out of there so that it looks like this. You can see that. And then we'll do it over here on this end. And we'll cut in and miter there. And miter there, and then I'll pull these off. Okay, there we go. All right, and then we are going to put glue, and I was thinking glue or tape, and I think I'd rather use glue. So I'm thinking here which way I did this. Okay, so we will go like this way was. I had to stop and think of which direction I had it. So I'm going to put a piece of tape right here. And I'm going to put a piece of tape over here on this one. And then I'm going to, instead of using wet glue, I'm just going to use tape. And put it on this little short side over here. A couple little strips of tape. Double-sided tape on that side. I'm going to flip it around here so I can get it on this side. And I could have had this all done. And I don't know how to edit to make it speed up through this process so that you're not having to watch me do this. I just still learning how to use it, and I don't know quite how to do the editing program. So bear with me. Get all these tapes off of here, or these backings from the tape, and make the first part of the box, which is the main part. Get this one off, and get this one off here. And then I'm going to bring this in. Okay, so I'm going to bring this in like this. No, I'm not. I'm going to bring this in like, let me see. I have to stop and think of how I did this. Okay. I think that was on the outside, so, oh well, I think I did it the other way, but that's all right, it'll still work. I'm gonna bring it in like this. There you go. And then I'm gonna fold this over it, making sure my edges match. Okay, so then there's our box. I'm going to use my bone folder to kind of smash that down in there. Okay. And then I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to cut an angle to cut this off. So what I want to do is I want to come from here and go down. See? So I want to come here and I don't want to cut into my other part there. Okay, so I'm going to come from here. You can see that I'm going to come from here and cut into here. And then hopefully I got that corner. It's hard if you're coming up from a different angle. Okay, come out of there. Okay, so there's the first part of our box. Hope you can see that. Okay. Alrighty. So then the next part of the box is for the little Tombow glue. So we just did this main part right here. Now I'm going to do the little one for the glue. Okay. Let's see if I can get my camera up a little bit better. Okay, so on this piece, it is 6 by 3 1/4, and on the short side, you're going to score at 1 inch and at 2 1/4, and then on the long side, you're going to score at 3 inches and at 4, and it will give you these score lines that we're going to fold up on. And again, this box will be made just like the first one that we just did. Okay, and then I'll fold here. And then we're going to again, whoa, come back here. We're going to cut down on to make a tab again. And then we're going to miter it in. Miter it in. Okay, so that we have that again. Do the same thing on the opposite side. Get those off of there. Okay, now let's make sure I have the taping correct. Okay, so I think what I want to do, let me just experiment here for a minute. If I want to do that, or if I want to go inside, oh boy, I think I actually like to go inside. So that's what I'm going to do. And I'm just putting a piece of tape on there, on those tabs, and then I'll put a couple pieces of tape on this tab, or on this, yeah, it's kind of like a tab. It's not mitered or anything, but it's a flap, I guess. We'll put that tape on there, that one on there, and you can use wet glue, like I said, but I'm just using the tape. I'm gonna get this off again. Take it off of here, both of these sides. And one more. And then I'm going to again fold this. I hope I didn't do this wrong. I think I did. I think I wanted it on the shorter side. So, let's see what I'm going to do here. I am going to have to get another piece out because I messed up and put it on the tape on the wrong side. So I don't think that was the side it's supposed to go on. No, it's not. So I'm going to leave that there. I'm going to get another piece out. And remember I said that this piece was 6 by 3 1/4. So it's 3 1/4. 3 1/4, and we want it by 6. Okay, it's already 6. And then we're going to score this on the short side at 1. Alright, so we're going to score it at 1. And we're going to score it at 2 1/4. At 2 1/4. And then we're going to turn it on the long side and we're going to score it at 3. And we're going to score it at 4. Okay, now we're back to where we were. I'm going to fold these in. Fold this one in. Fold this one in. And fold this one in. And then I will take my scissors and do this again, cutting on that fold line, then mitering it in a little bit. That helps it to lay better when you do that. And then there, and there, and this side. Okay, so we have those. Now, let's see here. Now I want the tape on this short one. So, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure. No, well, we'll see here. I might have had it right to begin with, but I don't know. Let's see. And let's put a piece. Let's do it on the inside again, just because I like that one that way. And put that one on that side. Okay, now we'll get these tapes off. And okay, well, I guess we all, well, maybe you all don't, but sometimes I just make a mistake. So, it is what it is. Okay, alrighty. So now I'm going to put this one on the inside, that little tab. I'm going to put it on the inside and line it up. I'm going to do the same thing on this side and put that little one inside here, line it up, and then I'm going to take this one and put it over. I'm going to see, I'm just going to bring it across here like this, make sure it's lined up. Do the same thing over here and make sure it's lined up. Take my bone folder, go inside, and make sure it's all stuck down. And then we're going to again take and we're going to cut. Let me make sure I'm cutting this right. We're going to cut from here and go up. Let's see. And go up to the corner. And on this one it's easier to go this way. That's because I'm left-handed. And there's our little Tombow box, okay? And the Tombow box is going to have tape on it. I'm gonna look at mine to make sure. Well, I'm not gonna do that yet. So we'll make this one, then we'll hook it together. So far we have the main box and we have the little Tombow box. Okay, now the last box that we're gonna make is the glue dot, the one for your glue dots, tape, whatever. A tape runner will fit in there. And so this one measures 6 by 5. And on the short side, we're gonna score it at 1. So we're gonna score at 1 and at 4. And then we're gonna rotate it. And on the long side, we're gonna score it at 3 and 4. And then again, we're going to fold these long sides over, and then fold on this shorter side. Let's see, I didn't make it deep enough, it was hard to see it. Okay, and then I'm going to again cut down for the tab and miter it in. Do it on the other side, and we're going to do the same thing. And miter it, and miter that one. Okay. Alright, so we have that done, and we're going to again put the tape, and I'm going to put it on the short side. This little short end right here. Put 2 strips of tape. Put 2 strips of tape down here at this end, making sure that you don't go over the score line because we want it to fold. And then I'm going to put a piece of tape here. And get that there. And a piece of tape here. Those scissors out of there. Make sure it's down. Okay, get that one up, and we'll get this one up. And we'll get this one off. And we'll get this one. And 2 more to go here. Okay, and then we're going to do the same thing. We're going to put that up there and line it up so that it's even. Bring this one in and line it up so that it's even. Bring this flap over here, making sure it's lined up, the bottom and the top. And the same here. Take our bone folder and make sure they're down. And then again, we're going to cut these, angle these. So I want to, I think, come in this way and go from here to here. And go from, then we'll go from here to here. Okay, there's our other box. Now what we need to do is we need to put these boxes together. So you can use glue. I think I'm going to use tape. So I want to put some tape on this side over here. And another piece of tape right here. And what I'm probably going to do is also use some wet glue because I really want this to stay. So I'm going to try to get that off of there. Come up off of there. And get that one off. And then I'm going to take my wet glue and I'm going to put wet glue on here. I'll put some wet glue. I'm just going to give it some double hold. Okay, and then I'm going to stick these two. And there went my glue, just tipped over. It's all right, I'll just lay it down. I'm going to stick these two just like this and put them together. Matching them up. As I want them to be even. It's not quite even, so I'm going to set it down here. That way I can make sure that the bottom is even. And get my bone folder in there again and smash it. And I have a clothespin. I'm going to hold it there for a second, because I do want that to stick. Move up some of my scraps here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take and I'm going to put adhesive all on the back side of this. Okay, so we want to do that. I'm going to put some up here at the top. And I'm going to put some across here, hopefully. Okay. And I'm going to make sure that this is down across here. And I'm going to peel it up, and then I'm going to use wet glue again, because I really want this to have a good hold. So one more piece here. Now you don't have to do this. You can just use your wet glue all over it, or you can use your adhesive. You have a good strong adhesive all over it. That's how I'm going to do mine. And then I'm going to lay this down because I want to have a little bit of a edge on both sides here. I think you can see there's a little edge. So it has a little gap. You can see there's a little edge here, and there's a little edge over here. And it doesn't have to be a big one. And I'm gonna try to smash that down. And I'm gonna take another one of my clips and hold this together and hold this one together just while we're doing the paper, the designer paper. Okay, so there's our box so far. Okay, now we have some DSP. So the first one I want is I need 2 pieces that measure 2 3/4 by 3/4. And this is going to go on, one is going to go on this side right here, and the other one is going to go on this side right here. Okay, so let's put those on. And again, I'm going to, you know what I'm going to do? Just for time's sake, I'm going to use glue, wet glue, just so we can get this on here and not have to worry about doing the tape. So I'm just gonna make sure I have a border here and stick that down on that side. And then I'm going to come over here. In fact, I'm going to kind of smush it down a little bit. Then I'm going to come over here and do the same thing to the other side. Put it on here. Stick it right there. And then another border. Being careful not to move it. Okay, and then I have that side. Okay, so that's done. And then I'm going to take and do for the little tombow, for this little container here, is take a piece that is 1 3/4 by 3/4, and it's going to go here. And the other one's going to go on the side over here. Okay, so let's get those down. So I'm going to get this one on. And stick it right here, leaving a border. And then we're going to do this side over here. Oh, I keep getting out of the frame here so I can see, I guess. Put it up to my face, and that doesn't help you to see. So I apologize for that. Okay, you can see we got that one. Squash it down there. Okay, so we have that, and we have that, and then we have this one right here, this and this. So for that, we have a piece that measures 1 3/4 by 3/4, and that's going to go right here on this side. So let me get some glue on that. And we'll stick it right here. Okay, there we go. Make sure that it's really down there. And then on this part right here, I'll put some more on here. And we'll put it on here like so. To smash it down here without moving it. better. Lay it that way. Okay, these should be dry. Put my lid on my glue. And there's our box. Isn't that cute? That is so cute. And so we have a place for our glue. We have a place for our tape. And we have a place for some glue dots, some pop, some dimensionals, some rhinestones, whatever you want to put in there. Well, I hope that you had fun. I hope you try this and have fun making it. And thank you for joining me. Don't forget to click subscribe. And until next time, have a great day. Bye-bye.